Olá todo mundo, bem-vindo a Open Mind English. Eu sou o Phil, professor de inglês, e eu só queria informar vocês, antes de começar, que os vídeos estão em inglês para ajudar você a praticar, mas não se preocupa que você pode ver as legendas tanto em inglês e em português, basta só ativar as legendas aqui. Então é isso, let's go! Do you know what the difference between language learning and language acquisition is? Is it even important? Well, I would say yeah. Understanding the difference between the two can mean understanding better where you are and what you have to do to be able to improve your English. In simple terms, language learning is what you traditionally think about when you think about learning a language. So vocabulary lists, grammar lessons, exercises, and tests, these are some examples of things that constitute language learning. Now, on the other hand, language acquisition is the improvement of your language skills through practice. And any type of practice. It could be speaking with a friend, listening to videos on YouTube, writing a diary. All of these things are examples of things that are going to improve your language acquisition. Now, both language learning and language acquisition are very important for your English development. And historically, people have really focused a little too much on the learning part and not enough on the acquisition part. This produces people that can take a test in English but not really do so well when they speak to a native speaker. So if you feel frustrated that maybe your grammar skills are pretty good but you can't really communicate with somebody, chances are you haven't really practiced that much. So you need to really focus a little bit more on your acquisition. Now, I understand that it's not always easy to get English practice. People are living busier and busier lives, and it's really hard to find a little bit of time to do, the practice that you need to do. Fortunately, technology is here to help us, so I wanted to share 3 different things with you that can help you get some more English practice. So first of all, you can use apps like Tandem or HelloTalk. These are apps that connect you with people from all around the world, and it gives you an opportunity to exchange ideas and help each other with the languages that you're learning. So for example, if you speak Portuguese, but you're learning English, you can help somebody that is trying to learn Portuguese but knows English. Alternatively, you can have classes with a teacher, like myself. Having classes is a good way to practice, principally, practice your speaking and get feedback. It's always great to get feedback on what you're doing wrong, what are your main difficulties, and what do you need to do exactly to improve. Secondly, if you don't have the opportunity to speak with somebody, you can, basically listen a lot. Use resources like YouTube or Instagram, find some content that you like, and just listen really as much as possible. When learning a language, it's very important to have a primary mode of study, or the main thing that you do to have language input. And it's very important for you to like it. And if you like what you're doing, it's really going to make it that much more difficult for you to give up or to feel frustrated. Do that a little bit every day, and over time, you'll notice your improvements. Or alternatively, you can use a MOOC. A MOOC is a massive open online course. And you can find these types of courses on websites like Coursera or edX. And you'll see different courses from a variety of universities like Stanford, Harvard, Yale, and many, many others. The great thing about this is that in addition to practicing your English and using your English, you'll also learn about something else that you might enjoy. A great way to learn English is really just to learn about something else in English, in your target language. And finally, the third thing that you can do to practice your English more is use a website called meetup.com. Now, the great thing about meetup.com is that it allows you to meet with other like-minded people in real life. You're gonna go and meet up in like a Starbucks or some cafe or a bar or whatever it is, some public place. So the only thing you need to do is go on the website, put in your city, and find groups with other like-minded people, and just go, reserve a spot, go and practice your language skills there. It's a great way to practice English and also meet cool new people and, who knows, make some new friends. So there you have it. Practicing as much as possible is really the key to improving your English. Now, of course, just practicing without paying attention to your difficulties and your mistakes is not gonna be 100% of the formula. Language learning still is very important. So, take some time to reflect on what your main difficulties are, what are the mistakes that you commit time and time again, and figure out ways on how to improve that and how to correct your mistakes. For example, if you have a lot of difficulty with pronunciation, just go on Google, go online and find out some techniques that you can do to improve your pronunciation and incorporate those techniques into your routine. If you have a solid study routine with a primary mode of study that you enjoy, and if you're constantly putting goals for yourselves, like for example, oh, I want to learn 10 new vocabulary words per day, or I want to correct this, and that mistake that I commit regularly. Doing that over and over again over the long run, that's what's going to help you improve your English. And if you enjoy it, before you know it, you'll improve your English without really noticing the time pass by. 6 months will go by, a year will go by, 2 years will go by, and all of a sudden you're speaking English very, very well. And that's it. Se você quiser mais informações sobre a gente, é só seguir a gente nas redes sociais e se inscreve no canal e até a próxima!